Welcome and thank you for listening to this Paragon Edge audio blog. In this episode, we are going to talk about the important but often overlooked role that effective payment testing plays in a comprehensive fraud detection and prevention strategy. We'll also discuss why it is imperative to use every asset at your disposal, especially testing and QA resources, to fight back against increasingly aggressive and sophisticated cybercriminals. Payment card fraud has become a fact of life. As digital transactions surge and cybercriminals grow more sophisticated, financial institutions and payment processors face mounting pressure to safeguard every interaction. From card present transactions to online payments, the attack surface has widened dramatically. To bolster its defenses against this ever growing threat, all payment industry participants must look beyond reactive fraud tools and attack fraud at its very foundation. Thorough, consistent, and proactive payment testing helps organizations validate their systems under real-world and adversarial conditions. It's not enough to test when launching a new product or integration. Effective testing reduces blind spots, enhances fraud detection systems, and prevents the types of failures that fraudsters exploit. Regarding the cost of payment card fraud, the numbers speak for themselves. According to the Nielsen report, global card fraud losses are projected to hit $48 billion annually by 2030. The Federal Trade Commission reported over $10 billion in fraud losses in 2023 in the U.S. alone, a 14% increase over the prior year. Financial institutions are absorbing more liability, especially with the rise in peer-to-peer payment scams and synthetic identity fraud. The reputational fallout is also severe. Payment interruptions, unauthorized charges, or compromised accounts quickly erode customer trust. In an environment where switching providers is just a tap away, fraud events can have long-term revenue impacts. Fraud prevention often focuses on detection, utilizing rules engines, AI modeling, and behavioral analysis. But prevention starts earlier. Rigorous payment testing ensures that systems behave predictably even when presented with malformed, duplicate, or suspicious messages. Effective payment testing can simulate known fraud tactics, ensure transaction monitoring rules trigger as expected, verify authentication flows across devices and networks, validate proper message structure and routing for payment types. These pre-production tests reduce the risk of flawed implementations, insecure configurations, or loopholes that fraudsters can exploit. Many fraud attempts rely on poor message validation. Whether it's a missing field, an unexpected value, or a duplicate transaction, these weaknesses often slip through in environments lacking thorough payment message testing. When organizations enforce proper message validation logic across acquirer, issuer, and gateway endpoints, they block malformed or spoofed messages before processing, prevent logic bypasses and field manipulation, reduce false positives by refining fraud rule accuracy. Automated testing platforms can continuously run negative tests and edge cases, ensuring these vulnerabilities are caught before bad actors find and exploit them. Resilience isn't just about system uptime. It's the ability to detect, isolate, and recover from threats without compromising performance or security. Testing plays a pivotal role in several ways. Faster recovery. When a fraud incident occurs, automated and well-tested systems recover quicker because failure points are known and documented. Better monitoring calibration. By testing under both load and fraud scenarios, teams improve alert quality, reducing both false positives and missed events. Audit readiness. Regulators increasingly require financial entities to demonstrate proactive testing as part of operational resilience programs. Building operational resilience starts with improving visibility, and improved visibility comes from better testing. Forward-thinking financial institutions recognize that fraud prevention must be baked into the testing process. This approach includes creating fraud-centric test cases for QA teams, integrating fraud rules into continuous testing workflows, using test environments that mimic production fraud volumes and patterns, measuring fraud detection logic as part of performance metrics. Paragon's payment testing tools support these strategies by enabling real-time message simulation, rule validation, and continuous regression testing. At a macro level, the incidence of fraud will continue to rise, as will the cost. But organizations that treat payment testing as a core element of their fraud strategy gain an advantage. They detect anomalies sooner, validate defenses proactively, and maintain the trust of customers and regulators alike. Want to see how your fraud resilience can improve through better testing? Visit us at www.paragonedge.com to schedule a consultation and learn more about how Paragon's testing tools and simulators can help improve operational resilience and bolster your defenses against payment card fraud. Thank you for listening today.